Hi everyone, I'm Maddie, and welcome to another video here on Hunters Connect. Well, there are many different types of hunting. Today we're going to focus on talking about spot and stalk hunting, a type of hunting which is common in the western United States for deer, elk, bear, pronghorn, moose, sheep, and many other species. We'll discuss when is a good time to use spot and stalk hunting, how to approach spot and stalk hunting, and some tips that might help you become a more successful spot and stalk hunter. Spot and stalk hunting, as the name implies, is about spotting an animal from a distance and then getting within range of the animal. This type of hunting works best for large landscapes without a clearly defined travel area for the species that you're hunting. When you're unsure of exactly where the animals will be, you can make use of spot and stalk hunting to locate them first. This type of hunting is also especially suited for mountainous or open terrain where you can use a high point to locate game and then make a plan on how to stalk them from your current location. Perhaps the most important part of spot and stalk hunting is finding a good glassing spot. You'll want a high vantage point that lets you view the largest possible area for hunting that you think could contain the game you're after. You might find a good glassing spot in terms of what you can see, but if you don't think there is any game in the area, then it's probably not worth spending time there. On the flip side, if you are in a good area for game, but you can't see them because of thick cover, then it is hard to make a stalk on them. For this reason, locating the best glassing spot is a priority. E-scouting is one of the best ways to locate ideal glassing spots before you head out in the field. You can use these satellites and topo maps to find a high point that doesn't have much timber to glass from. When e-scouting, be sure to pick a few different locations, as something that looks good as a glassing spot on your computer might not work out in the field for numerous reasons. You'll want to have a few good locations picked out and saved on your phone or mapping device of your choice. That way, if one doesn't work out, you can move on to the next promising spot. Once you have found a good glassing spot, plan to be there when the animals are most active, which is usually in the early morning or late evening. This can mean that you will often need to wake up very early in the morning to get to your location in time for first light. Once at your glassing location, use your optics to scan the surrounding countryside for the game that you're hunting. Pay special attention to the areas you know that a particular species favors, whether that be waterholes, the timberline, or rugged cliffs. Spotting an animal often takes time, so be patient and observe the country and even have a snack or two. Your goal is to find an animal that you can then stalk. While you may see plenty of game, not every animal is going to be in a good position for a stalk. When deciding to make a stalk on an animal, take into account several factors. First, how far away is the animal and what type of terrain you'll have to cross to get there. If the animal is quite far and the terrain is unforgiving, then a stalk is unlikely to be successful because the animal is likely to move on before you get to it. You should also think about what the animal is doing. If it is bedded or feeding, it is likely to stay close to where you saw it from your spotting location. If it is on the move, it may not be worth trying to get closer, as the animal will likely have moved on by the time you reach it. Next, it is important to know the wind direction. Ideally, you want the wind to be in your face as you make the stalk to carry your scent away from the animal. A crosswind can also mask your scent enough for a stalk. But if the wind is blowing towards the animal, they are likely to know that you are there before you get into rifle or bow range. From your glassing location, you'll also want to plan a route for your stalk. The best stalking route is often not the most direct one. You'll want to use the terrain and timber to stay hidden as long as possible, and ideally hike within rifle or bow range without being seen. If you can, it is always helpful to find a rifle or bow position that is slightly above the animal to lower your scent and give you an open field of view for which to aim and make an ethical harvest. Making a successful stalk on any game animal is one of the harder parts of hunting, so realize that you will fail more often than not, and it will take time to learn how to stalk animals. As you gain experience, you will learn how to best stalk the animal depending on the game's species, weather, terrain, and time of day. So, that is the basics of spot and stalk hunting. Do some e-scouting to find some potential spotting locations for your next hunt, and then get out there and locate the animal that you can make a good stalk on. Good luck this fall. Thanks for watching Hunters Connect. And if you haven't already, please like this video and subscribe to our channel.